like a little teensy speck of something got in there. I don't know what it was. It's like something dark. So I've spent a little time outdoors today, raising my vibes up a level, blinding with the renewing energy of nature as it infused my inner being, calmed my spirit. So it's been a lovely day, and I hope you've had a lovely day finishing out this week. Looking forward to the weekend, right? Onward, upward, and forward. So, living life to the best of our ability, doing what we can to strive and thrive each day, despite the creepy crawlers and the flutterbugs that like to suckle blood and stuff. So we get a lot of those here in Appalachia. A lot of the creepy crawlers, and that's probably why they call it Wild and Wonderful West Virginia. Almost, I don't really know about that, but I guess for a lot of people it's nice here, and for people like me who have just lived here their whole life, it's not so awesome anymore after you've been here for 4 decades. But there is a lot of wildlife, a lot of fauna. I was about to say fauna. There's a lot of flora and fauna to flaunt to the world. But we get that stereotype like, oh wow, West Virginia, bunch of hillbillies, bunch of mountain folk, and a lot of people think that we're actually Virginia and that we're not our own separate state, but we have been our own separate state basically for a long time. And honestly, I'm not for sure how long. What? 100 years, 200 years, 100, I'm not for sure how long has West Virginia been a state. So we are called Mountain Mama, the Mountain State, and that is because we are the only state situated entirely within the Appalachian mountain range. So the entire state of West Virginia is situated within the Appalachian mountain range, and that's why they call us the Mountain State. And Mountain Mama, John Denver's classic beloved song, Country Road, Take Me Home. Yeah, so there's a lot of great things about West Virginia, and if you're a nature lover, this is like almost heaven. It's paradise or close to it. But if you're not necessarily a landlocked nature lover and you love the ocean and your spirit and your heart just feels drawn to the ocean and the beach, the calling of that, then being landlocked, even in a place like West Virginia where it's wild and wonderful, and a mosquito just landed on my eyelid or was trying to. So even a place like West Virginia where it's wild and wonderful, you still find yourself getting, feeling homesick for a place that you crave to be. You've never really lived there or been there more than visiting or vacationing, but it's just like, hey, I want to be there. I love it there. My heart and my spirit and my soul felt home there. And so, not everyone should be in a certain place just because that's where they were born or that's where their family lives. Some people have to go where they feel they belong, where they feel the home of their heart and their spirit and their soul is. And some people need that every day, not just for vacation or a road trip or something, but everyday life. And if you just have that kind of nature where you want to be by the ocean, you want to be by the beach, you have these sea dreams, sand and surf and all that good stuff, then that's where you got to go. And that's where you need to be, because that's where you're going to be your happiest. And that's where your vibrations are going to be their highest, because you feel happy. The happier we are, the higher our vibrations rise. So it's kind of like a boomerang within ourselves. If we can generate those feelings of happiness and joy and inner peace with our outwardly surroundings and our sources that we are subjected to and exposed to every day, whether it be, through free will when we allow ourselves to be exposed to these things, or it's just outside sources that expose us to them and there's nothing we can really do about that. But it's important that we choose an environment and surroundings that help us balance our own inner being with our environment. And becoming balanced with that and finding that harmony and that peace in life is really important for the soul journey. And it happens during midlife, okay? So I've always said midlife is like the puberty for middle-aged people, because it totally is. That's what it feels like. It feels like puberty all over again, but you know, accompanied with adulting, and uh, it's not it's not that easy. So I've been doing it for a while now. Let's see, I'm 47, so you know, I've been doing it for 27, 20, 29 years basically. Almost 3 decades I've been adulting, and it has definitely been difficult, but that's all we can do is try our best and learn as we go. It's a learning journey of our souls, and growing up, you know, it never really ends. We grow up from the time we take our first breath until we take our last. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm learning through this midlife phase and through my midlife puberty, where I'm like getting lost all over again and figuring everything out all over again, finding myself all over again. So you know what happens? It's the human condition. It's perfectly normal and acceptable. There's nothing bad about it. So what? So what? You're human. You go through change and you go through fluctuations, and everyone does on Earth. So it's nothing abnormal for you